In today's video, I'm just going to follow up on the video that I did Friday on IWM, because we did start to see a nice symmetrical pullback recently within the larger uptrend. And I will tell you that we did break the slightly higher end of the support cluster that I was showing you in that video, which you can actually go back to. But we did hold above, the rest of this support. So what was left of it is this 141.88 to 99 area, and then 141.57 to 74. Now you may ask, well, how do you enter the market? You're supposed to just buy against the zone and risk underneath it, or are you supposed to wait for a trigger? I prefer waiting for a trigger, and I'm going to give you an example of a trigger because it did fire off today. So after retesting the support here, okay, here's where we came into the session pretty much, and we did again make a slightly lower low. This is a 2-minute chart in the Russell. Once we both took out the a prior swing high that suggested that we might be reversing against that support decision, and also had the moving average crossover. I like to use the 834 EMA crossover to the upside in a case of a buy. Once you saw both of those things, I consider that a relatively safe buy signal. So, you take the entry there, and then you can define your risk underneath this recent low, or for those of you that want to give it a little bit more room, then you have the stop underneath the low end of the cluster instead. Okay, so you can choose to do that either way, but once you choose, you might as well remain consistent. That would be a good idea. And what else? So it did trigger at least for a day trade entry, and we did see a nice rally so far. And also by the end of the day, it also triggered on the 15-minute chart for a swing trade. So this one you might be in, and if you did take it, then the initial upside target is typically the 1272 extension of the swing into the zone, which comes in at the 143.94 area. And then there's an old target from a much larger swing, and it also shows up on the daily chart of IWM, and it is a 1272 extension of this prior larger swing at 144. So that's pretty much the target. Now, just because we have a target doesn't mean we're definitely going to get there, but it is what we shoot for. So if you took a trade against this, hopefully you at least have a break even or better stop, and ideally we head towards my minimum targets and then see how it looks from there.